and to know more further about the latest condition on the ground in Ukraine, let's talk to Ukrainian Ambassador for Indonesia, Mr. Ambassador Vasyl Hamianin. Mr. Ambassador, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting.
So you're
great to be here again.
Yeah, it's good to have you here. And also, you just got back from Ukraine? When?
Yeah, a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Just came back from, I stayed for, I think, for 2 weeks.
After how long, finally, you go back to your hometown?
Well, last time I was there with the President Jokowi when he visited Ukraine on 29th of June. So after that, a half year.
Okay. Has it changed a lot since?
Actually not. I didn't notice that. But people became more serious. They look very different, as from before the war. They still play jokes. They still have fun. They still listen to the music and all. But they became more, I would say, more responsible maybe, and more united. So whenever they hear, for example, the siren of air defense alarm, they will immediately go to the shelter, like complaining why every time, all that. But and people became more serious, treating their own lives, treating the lives of the children of each other, helping a lot each other and supporting each other.
Okay, and Mr. Ambassador, you nod your head a couple of times on the news previously about the people, Ukrainians, do not trust the Putin statement about ceasefire because it wasn't happen in Christmas, in New Year, in the Independence Day. How do you react to that?
Well, that's true. I mean, Russians are liars. And what they say is lies, normally. And it's true, they never stopped. 25th, 26th, 31st, 1st of January, non-stop shelling and bombings, non-stop, all the territory of Ukraine. Daytime is missiles, nighttime is drones imported from Iran, so Shahid or whatever they call it. And I mean, you literally, if you follow all the instructions, you would never be able to sleep or take rest, because once it finished in daytime, night comes and you still have the alarm and you still can see the air defense working and see the drones being hit and intercepted. Yeah.
Okay, yes, it became routine.
They just wanted to regroup and prepare for more attacks. It's as simple as this.
Okay, so the word ceasefire means nothing to Ukrainians.
Means nothing to no one. This is meaningless. In Russia, they claim, to make a ceasefire for Christmas. But why would they didn't do this on Catholic Christmas, for example, or New Year, or any other day?
Okay, but at times like this, Mr. Ambassador, it's a new year. Was there actually any hopes for, a new start as well, or you just lose hope at all about the peace?
In Ukraine, we
because
not just
Mr.
hope.
President has changed the term peace to victory.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the point. That's the main point. Because Ukrainian people now, they call this year, 2023, a victorious year, a year of victory. As a year of Russia's defeat, whatever you prefer. Because now it's pretty clear we are not going to surrender, we're not going to stop until we liberate all the territories occupied by Russian invaders. And we do not need to negotiate over our territories or our sovereignty. And we don't need mediators, and we don't need this, prepared negotiations, so-called negotiations, which in fact will just give time to Russia to regroup and prepare for more attacks. So yes, Ukrainians are very, and you know what? It's not just feeling or hopes. I think on this stage, it's knowledge. It's knowledge. We've won already. It's just a matter of time.
What is the difference between, knowledge and hopes?
Because knowledge is something you know. Hope is something that can alter. You hope for something that might not happen. Might happen or might not. But knowledge is even stronger than belief, because I know that we are already victorious. We won already. It's just a final, like you're painting a picture. It's a good picture, right? Just add something in the end to make it perfect. I mean, in the term of war, to make it perfect, we should liberate all the occupied territories, and that's it.
Okay, and all the Ukrainians have strong faith on that. They can look at all the territory that used to be annexed by Russia, for example.
Strong faith and knowledge. I say. It's already on the stage of knowledge. We know we win.
Yeah, you
That's
need
it.
to reiterate on that term. It's become a knowledge right now. And
Very
then-
strong, and you know,
It's determination.
yes,
And the knowledge.
and it's on the level of the nation. It's not just individuals who think so, or believe so, or hope so. It's the nation who knows we are winning.
Okay, and Your Excellency, we talked about the annual ambassador conference just held for 4 days in Kyiv.
Yes.
What's on the table this time? Because it's a totally different situation.
Well, basically, it's as every year we discuss the most important issues referred to the internal policies and to diplomacy, of course, because diplomats worldwide, Ukrainian diplomats do a lot of work to support Ukraine, to save some directions which are crucial and very important. For example, now as we have a lot of objects of critical infrastructure destroyed or damaged by Russian missiles, like energy generating, like transformators that will deliver the electricity, or water pipes, whatever, we have it damaged or destroyed. So diplomats are doing a great job of getting the aid from our partners abroad. We can get the humanitarian aid, or we can buy it, or we can order it, anything we need at present. So diplomats are doing a lot of jobs. So basically, the conference is about our president, my government, like prime minister, like profile ministers, the parliamentary leaders, giving us the vision of how things are developing and giving us the tasks to be accomplished in the near future and in the middle perspective. That's basically it.
Okay, and Mr. Ambassador, we see that up until now Russia has launched a more massive attacks toward Ukraine. Do you think it's related with Mr. President Zelensky's visit to US?
No, it's not related to anything but to the aspiration of Russian Federation to destroy Ukraine and destroy Ukrainians. That's it. That's very simple. It's genocide. They are committing against Ukrainian nation. That's it. And whether my president visited or not, United States or Europe or any other country, it doesn't matter. They just make it. They want, you know what? Now they try to destroy the critical infrastructure of Ukraine, to make people freeze, to make people starve, to make people be cut off electricity, water, and everything else. And as a result, they hope that people will go to the streets and demand President Zelensky to surrender. But they forgot one important thing. Ukrainians are not Russians. Ukrainians will not surrender.
Yeah, let's talk about the timeline, Mr. Ambassador. This is January 6th, and then the statement, the ceasefire, it happens for 36 hours, starting noon of January 6th.
It's Russians' hope so, yeah?
That's Russian hopes.
I think it's Russian hopes.
The timeline that they say.
I don't, actually, you know what? I don't care about what Russians say. Whatever they say, you cannot be trusted.
But
so,
how is the situation on the ground, Mr. Ambassador? Right now, because it's January 6th.
Yeah, in Ukraine, you mean?
Yeah, in Ukraine.
Well, people living their own lives, they have got accustomed to the, cut-offs of electricity. And, for example, we can stay for a few days or few hours without electricity, without water.
Are there still missiles?
Without heating. Yes, it's the result of the missile strikes on Ukrainian infrastructure. Some houses are cut off electricity for days. Like 5 days, no electricity at all. No electricity meaning no water, no heating, right? But people have collected the power banks. People have collected collected a lot of bottles of water for drinking, for cooking. They've collected they've made actually the candles for cooking. We call it the trenches candles the soldiers use in winter. Actually, we cook on that. So we just got accustomed to it. Of course, it's difficult when you sit in your home. The difficultest thing, not even the lack of heating or electricity or water, a lack of communication. Because when you cut off electricity, you don't have mobile phones, you don't have internet, you just cut off the world. But people got accustomed to it and help each other. I know I have neighbors who need me to deliver something, they're old or something, so I do. Okay. And it's because of the support from the neighborhood people survive. And The only one reaction to this is not that, Mr. Zelensky, please do something. No, the reaction is hate Putin, hate Russia, and Russia will be defeated. This is the only reaction people, think about and say aloud.
Okay. Now, the last one, Mr. Ambassador. We see that you came back here by yourself. You left your family in the capital that, still in war. When will the war stop? That's a simple question, but really meaningful. And how does it feel leaving your family behind?
Actually, I didn't leave them behind. They just refused to come. They are all like grown-ups. My youngest, today is his birthday. My youngest son is 17 years old today. So they are big guys and girls, and they have decided for themselves whether to come or not. So when the war stops, it will depend on many things. It will depend on God. It will depend on weather. And but from our party, from party of Ukrainian nation, we are very close to the victory. Now, provided that we have the full and complete conditions for that, meaning the nice weapons, ammunition, and the weather. This will be the I'm not Ratu Joyoboyo, I'm not a prophet, but I would say that the timeline is about summer, I think, this summer.
Okay. Wish for the best, Mr. Ambassador.
The sooner the better, of course.
The sooner the better, and it's always about the word peace from all the countries expect between the two countries, but you are Ukrainians that only knows what really happens on the ground, and hope the people are still have a strong determination.
Why we are not talking about that as peace at any price is not acceptable. Now we are talking about the empire will be defeated.
Okay.
And the peace will be restored.
Noted. Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador, for joining us once again. Thank you.
Great talking to you. Thank you.
Great talking to you too. Stay safe for everyone there. Please say hello.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. You mentioned Ratu Joyoboyo, and also inshallah. Thank you very much once again.